Can you what? What's my number? I'm 14. I'm 14. I'm 14. What you mean you don't care? What the fuck? I'm 14. Yeah. Huh? What type of shit is that? I'm straight. Alright, for sure. But I'm straight. Fuck. See, I think I'll be fucking lying. What the fuck? Bitch. Do I not look my age? Do I not look my fucking age? Oh God.
Let me tell y'all something. As a woman who was formerly a girl, right? And as a former teacher who worked with high school and middle school girls, let me stress to you, these grown men like little kids.
In federal custody in what law enforcement is calling a major takedown of a vicious sex trafficking ring.
Investigators say the suspects used social media and music videos to recruit young women and children, targeting runaways and kids in foster care. KTLA's Lindsay Pena live in Westwood with more on the story. Lindsay.
Yeah, Sharon, Micah, 5 of those defendants were already in court this afternoon, pleading not guilty to the charges against them. Earlier, when we spoke to the U.S. attorney here at the federal building in Westwood, he said when they served the arrest warrants this morning, they discovered 4 sex trafficking victims, one of them a minor. These are photos of some of the 11 alleged members or associates of the South Los Angeles-based Hoover Street gang who are now in federal custody on a long list of charges that include racketeering, sex trafficking, drug and firearms-related crimes, and money laundering. Sky 5 was overhead as arrests were being made at a motel early Wednesday morning.
They were branding these young women, they were raping them, they were abusing them, they were drugging them, just horrific acts.
U.S. Attorney Bill Isaley saying many times the gang recruited victims through social media.
This Hoover gang, they portray a lifestyle of wealth, of power, of violence, and they use that to actually lure women into that lifestyle. They think it's going to be glamorous.
A 31-count indictment details the years-long case against the defendants who allegedly operated in the Figueroa court.
It's the comments for me, right? One woman commented and said she flirting and smiling, being fast though. What? Like, huh? Did we watch the same video? Because all I saw, and my glasses are crooked, but all I saw was a little girl saying, I'm 14, and then being like, what the blank? Well, it's too late. My video done got demonetized already. But what flirting? Like, I'm confused. Like, do y'all know what flirting mean? I guess ain't nobody ever liked y'all or nothing. Y'all must ain't never flirted ever in your lives. If y'all think that this little girl was flirting with this grown-ass man, and then even if she was, let's pretend that she was, right? Are we going to pretend that the culprit is not still the grown man who said he don't care that she 14? Like, what are we talking about here? And this is so frustrating because as a black girl, you don't have to do anything wrong. The black community is going to swear that you are the culprit and you're being fast no matter what. A grown-ass man can assault a little black girl and she can do nothing wrong, right? And still the black community will be talking about, oh, she being fast. And this goes back to that Jezebel stereotype though, because as black girls and black women, it does not matter what we do, no matter.
Okay, I feel for Flower Tower right now, and I want to talk about it because there's like 2 or 3 different, situations that happened, and they've just I feel like in this community we should know better by now, and we don't. And I'm not gonna say like we, as in, I don't know, man. I actually made this video before. Like, this society uses black girls and black women as like vessels for destruction. And so, okay, for some context, I'll clip the video in the beginning of this one so you'll be able to watch it for yourself. Now, Flower Tower is really upset because there's like this 13-year-old black girl. She's got, like some, I don't know what they're called, mellow yellow or something. I don't know, some little kid shit on. So it's like very clear this little girl looks like a fucking middle school student. But still, this dusty ass old man is like stalking her out on the street. He's like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And then the little girl says, like, I'm 14, I'm 14, like, leave me alone. And he's like, I don't care. And she's like filming the whole time. So you like see it. And then the girl starts cursing at the camera. She's like, fuck, like, do you see what I'm saying? See? Yeah, no, this isn't new information to anyone. And I think that's where my frustration comes, because it's like, the same way that Flower Tower is feeling right now, I used to feel like that the first time I came across it too. So then now we're like 7 minutes into the video. She's given some commentary. Flower Tower, I'm talking about, and she starts reading the comments that are chastising the teenager, talking about like, oh, she wasn't dressed this way. So they're rationalizing the dusty behavior. Now, I think I'll edit this one and release it today too, but it's my video that's basically about why Black American women are done. It's just like sometimes people have just been toasted so much. It's not just that group. There's other groups too. Like all the old bitches can go straight to hell too. They've seen too much and they've done nothing. That's what I mean. Like you can't see a whole bunch of fucking destruction, do nothing, and then also expect everybody else to like respect you, to care for the elder. Fuck the old people. Like seriously. Like they've contributed nothing. Society is still as bad as it is because they're awful. And I think that's like a real conclusion. And every time we get on here and we talk about how awful they are, how everything's fucked up, everybody wants to be like, no, those little Wiccans, those little bitches, they call you the Antichrist and try to toss the Bible at you, all type of shit. And then you like see stuff like this and like somebody go get that old creep off the street and nobody will do it. And then if you take like, okay, I've got an example for you. So, there's a guy who I see sometimes in the neighborhood or whatever, and he started saying certain things. Oh, you're so beautiful, this and that. Now, I get catcalled kind of a lot, and it's very strange because I walk around in like all black all day and sunglasses and a fuzzy ass like up bun, like literally with like long sleeve shirts on and a frown. So there's no way that I could possibly be mistaken for inviting or even straight. So I don't fucking understand where this energy is coming from. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But okay, so let's keep going here. So basically, it was like the third time that this guy approached me, and he was like, oh, what's your name? And here's what I say. I said, sir, my name is I have a blade and I'm not afraid to use it. Now, some other people who were around me started laughing. I wasn't playing though. I actually have a blade in my backpack and I will fucking use it. And you know why? Because these men don't care. And the only way they learn is through violence. If somebody steps to you, slice them right in the face, right here. And then they'll be walking around with a blood stain. And next time they'll know. Slash now, ask later. This is not the type of society where you can take chances and be kind and basically be game goofy. And it's just so sad. It's not even sad anymore. I'm no longer sad about it in the beginning. Maybe the first time I made a video like this, which I feel like had to be like fucking 2017 or some shit. I don't know. It was a while ago. Then I was sad. We are so far past sad though. Like this isn't sad anymore. This is just more like it's an acknowledgement. It's a reality. Like you do have to walk around society with your fucking feet planted on the ground. And it's clear that Flower Tower hasn't had her like come to truth moment. Sometimes you really do see God and you'll be like, oh shit, it's like this. And some old bitch who's seen even more than you will give you the acknowledgement that you need to make it clear it is like this. That's what those comments said to me, and that's what that experience said to me. And I just think that there's the women who are on our side. Our community is small, but it is growing. Who get it. You slash first, you ask questions later. And everybody else, like that, even that little girl, unfortunately, she will learn. You can either be a wolf or you can be a sheep. That's it. Because unfortunately, that's the society that we live in. And there isn't two ways, and nothing is nice about it. Now, let's go even further because I saw another video today. It wasn't surprising either, but it was more like data. More data. So I talked about DC yesterday, but this particular situation was even more interesting because I've been talking about YNs, But this particular instance is interesting because it puts something into perspective that I actually have a real world example about. And now there's video footage and the news covered it. Now, I never see crime that is related to like Black female victims in any news channel. So that was shocking to me. But it wasn't just that, it was that the YNs are the perpetrators in this particular instance. So here's what happens. There's a group of like 7 of them. So these are like young Black men between, it looks like the ages of, they look kind of young. It might be even like 17, maybe younger than that, 16 to maybe like 24. Now, they're the guys who are on Instagram and they always hold the big ass stacks of money. So I guess the feds or something, this happened in Southern California. I'm not sure if it was in LA. It just said Central California. So you can look up the story for yourself. I'll put the link in the description box. Anyway, so the feds had been watching them for a while. It looks like a couple of years. They had been following them, trying to gather enough data for a case. Now, they got a case and they did a bust. Now, basically, there's a couple different charges here. So they have 13 counts of something, or sorry, there's 13 suspects, and the ringleader of all of this is a woman. The woman's name was like Lady Fofo or something. I don't know. Look up this shit for yourself. I'm not, whatever. Read it for yourself. But she's the ringleader of it all. And there's these like 13 other like young YNs, and they are basically pimps. So what they were doing is walking around the foster, like these. Okay, so you know how people age out of foster care? So they were walking around foster care houses or something, like as these like 16 and 17-year-olds were aging out of foster care. And they would stand outside of those facilities waiting to like traffic the girls who are coming out of there, and probably the boys too. Anyway, so they're literally waiting to do they're they're waiting. It's not funny. I'm sorry. It's not funny at all. But they're waiting to traffic these girls. And I guess they had a whole ring. And the thing that they did and what they showed in the news coverage or whatever is this tattoo. Now, I don't talk about tattoos very often. I don't have many tattoos. But a lot of tattoos, especially if we're talking about New York or California, are gang related. And the gang affiliation is usually national or international. Like I haven't covered Chris Brown and the Bloods or Crips or something, but I do think that Trap Lore Ross did a good video on that was talking about LA and the Crips, and then Sexy Red and the Bloods. Anyway, so those are real gangs, right? Like actual gangs. But so I don't understand what this one was, but it was something where every time they would steal a girl, they would put a tattoo right on her back, and then they forced her to be a sex slave. So it wasn't just the RICO charge that they had, but it was also like sex trafficking. But it was a bunch of different victims. But there were 13 of these pimps or YNs. I don't know how to fucking describe them. Anyway, they are being charged with the trafficking enterprise situation. Now, here's where it also gets interesting because like, just imagine this. We're not saying that this was some like Epstein Island type of shit where they saw some foster system for some foster home or something in somewhere in Los Angeles, and then they took those women, those girls, whoever, and they took them to some island in Mexico. They're not saying that. They stayed in that community and they ran an enterprise that had a woman ringleader. And it went on for like 3 years as the feds watched it. Like, what? And they were conducting it via Instagram. They were making like sales via Instagram. And I just think that is like, it's not even funny. It's like pathetic. Like, that is how much we are hated. Like that is how little, like, no, for 3 whole years, even as people knew, nobody did anything about it. So that means all the people who made transactions, purchases, right, with their real money, how that they made some kind of fucking way, they used that money to buy. Oh God. When you put it all together, do you see what I'm saying? It's gross. It's not just gross, but the YNs are the problem. And my point in both of these situations is that the YNs are our direct enemy. Like, those are the men who are going to probably try and take your life and mine too. And like, That you need to know. Like, don't be confused about it. You don't need to like see it both ways. You don't need to like cross-examine. You should see what they look like, get a snapshot, like watch that video a few times just to make sure like you feel it in your cells. Like when you see them, somewhere on the street, in reality, on the screen, where the fuck ever, a mile away. Get the fuck out. Get out. Get away. Go far, far, far away. It's the old bitch too. She was like the ringleader of the whole thing. That's what even makes it so gross. It's the women who are in the comments rationalizing pedophilia towards some like 14-year-old person. That's the person who's going to run that little ring off of Instagram. The whole thing is like so insane. It's just so strange. It's like it doesn't even make any sense. Cause it's not like they like use the money to do anything at all. Nobody like bought any property, started any businesses. Like they probably got a few meals and a little bit of clout in their very small community, and that's all that happened. And then like now they're going to prison for like a long time. Like they didn't get anything. Like you did all that, you just like ruined your whole life. And now we're like literally making video essays about it, and like their mothers have to go out into society. Like, who lives near these people? Like, who? That is somebody's mother, and she's probably on Instagram right now rationalizing why he did it. He needed support. If only he had education. Like, education wasn't going to stop him from being a piece of shit. Like, some people are just not worth the energy. And there's 18 of them. And they probably have, I think, I'm not positive about this, but I feel like even that story, a part of the indictment came because they were participating in the drill rap community. So they were like snitching on themselves about the crimes that they were doing in real time. And so even that was used as evidence to convict them. The whole thing is so weird. It's strange. It's not surprising because it's like a circle and a cycle. But it's like, this is like today. You know what I mean? This isn't like 5 years ago. It isn't 2 weeks ago. That's like today. And even watching like Flower Tower talk about it, like looking at her surprise is what surprised me. Like did she not know that this is how they are? What did you think? Like when they make all the songs where they're like, fuck those women, I hope they die. Do you think they were like, actually, I'm just joking. Not my sister, no. Like, it's just it toward everybody. Like, all people equally. Everybody can get the smoke and probably fucking did. Like, that's the part that's, like, so weird. I don't know. It's very, it's, like, wrong. But I guess I feel like I'm only talking about this because I saw Flower Tower talk about it. And I feel like I wanted to respond to it because I don't want her to feel like she's the only person who sees it when I see it too. At the same time, this isn't the first time I've seen it. It's not the first time I've talked about it. But it is something that is like a very large theme in the community because like it's been happening for so long and it's been normalized for so long. And like I said, many, many, many times, I feel like I should put this in the banner for the channel. Like, dead people do not make YouTube videos. So all of those girls that were lost to this awful ring are never going to tell their stories. You know why? Because they're not with us anymore. So it's whatever, man. It's like, it's a lot, and it's like frustrating, and it's like, I don't know. It's a lot. And I don't think it's going to change. Hello, my name is Olivia. Welcome to my channel. I like to sit around at coffee shops or at the beach and talk shit. I talk about women's issues, feminism, relationships, but mostly being a black woman in America and how to survive that. Politically, I'm moderate, even though that seems hard for people to believe. I'm very conservative on issues like immigration, very liberal on other issues like feminism and abortion. Thanks for being here.